Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing a Chevy Camaro with the V6 and the manual. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Doug Smith Chevy here in Spanish Fork, Utah for giving me some time with this Camaro. I'll include a link to the website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood we have a 3.6 liter V6 that goes through a 6-speed manual. It puts out 335 horsepower and then 284 pound-feet of torque. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, it's kind of hard to see because of the black paint, but there is a decal, and we got attacked by a bird again. Every single time I review a Chevy lately, I get attacked by birds. Anyways, you guys can see with the headlight there. Pretty cool with the design. And look at the front splitter here, super aggressive for a V6, but there's the front end. Now on the side here, our tire wheel setup is 245 by 40 by 20 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels all blacked out, pretty cool look. You got the silver brake caliper as well. Camaro badge there on the side. You can see the mirror is actually satin with the finish, pretty interesting. Here's your side profile. And this leads us to the key fob. We have our lock and unlock function. Opening for the trunk, Chevy bow tie in the back, and pop it open. And popping into said back, not a huge opening, but you know, it's a sports car, so it's nice that it has any storage whatsoever. And when you're all done, it's pretty easy to plop that down. Man, this thing's going hard. Look at this spoiler on the back. And then you've got like the smoked out taillights. Man, this really is the all show and no go package. I shouldn't say that yet, we'll see how it accelerates, but here's the rest of the rear. Now take a look at the front door panel. You've got this soft touch trim here with the red stitching and then red trim down below, which looks really cool. Controls for the window, front to rear automatic. Well, those are windows. Anyways, memory seats. Got blind spot with the mirrors. And then here are the front seats. Really nice trim. Cool with the red seat belt here. And then if we pull this forward, you can see the rear seats here with the red. Again, just like other muscle cars, basically storage area for the most part. Seat is power adjustable, by the way. And then you can see the 3-pedal layout. And then we've got the heads-up display controls. Now here's a quick look at the steering wheel. You can see we've got Alcantara all around. And this is cool here at the bottom. Volume controls here. We've got other practical controls like cruise control and everything. And then you got your regular stocks there on the back, and then this is pretty cool with the gauge cluster. Analog around the side, screen there in the center to see different bits of info. This is also where you can see the drive modes. So that's pretty fun. Backup camera in reverse, pretty good resolution. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, pretty quick response time with the screen, easy enough to use. Analog buttons down below. Heated and ventilated seats, dual zone climate. You've got all of those controls right there. And this is the car with the vents that you turn to change the temperature. It's a pretty fun party trick. Shifter for that 6-speed manual. We'll see how this performs with the drive. Very, very shiny top. You can't even see because of all the glare. You got your stability control, drive mode select, parking brake here, some cup holders, center console space. I like this trim here on the top. I think it's pretty cool. And then you can see with the stitching there, and pretty good with the glove box. Camera rear view mirror, and this thing's loaded up. And then no center for anything like that. Well, you see, my dog was really hungry before I did this review, so we only had part of a window sticker. You know, old Barky McBarkison, he's quite ravenous. Anyways, $36,900 is the base MSRP. We've got quite a few options added to this. $45,830 is the total MSRP. Let's see how it drives. Okay, well, let us set off in the Camaro V6 with the manual. I don't think I've ever reviewed a manual Camaro V6. I think they've all been automatic. I reviewed manual V8s, no V6. So it'll be interesting to see how this performs. This is a strange car, I will say that. And the price point this one's at's interesting too, because it's touching V8 pricing. So it's like you could get a manual V8 for this price. I think that's kind of a tough sell a little bit. Transmission's great, just like the V8. It's very smooth. Interesting. So they build all these warehouses and there's nobody to even rent them out. What a joke. Man, it's actually got some punch. It's actually got some punch. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'll have to find a place to turn around now. Don't usually drive through here. It's not as familiar with the area. That looks like someone's nothing. Yeah, that's the driveway anyways. We'll use this. Another probably pointless warehouse. Hello, welcome to Utah. We're back again. It's no V8, but it's got decent power, you know. It's not bad. Not bad at all. I will say the shifter head is hotter than the sun, but you know, it is what it is. Man, just imagine that you're this person. You buy a house out in the country, and then all of a sudden, you're literally surrounded by warehouses. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I think it's right here where I turn. So, yeah, putting it all together. Obviously, I'd rather have the V8, but this ain't bad. And everything's always cooler with the manual. You always gotta go with that. So let me know what you guys think about this V6 Camaro manual. But at this price point, I mean, I get it, you get a fully loaded one for like this would be like a base model V8. I don't know, I'd be okay with no features V8 rather than all these features with the V6, but that's just me personally.